cool, isn't it?
This is the Bodywel T16, and rather than riding it around my gaff, we actually took it in the car on holiday to Centre Parcs Whinfell Forest, Cumbria, on the edge of the Lake District.
We are at Centre Parcs Whinfell Forest in Cumbria, where I've bought this e-bike, the Bodywel T16, to test it out amongst the trees. And I've gone the wrong way already. So yeah, it's a standard kind of mini bike, 16-inch wheels, so a bit smaller than your usual. Yeah, I thought this would be the ideal place to test a bike like this. It's not going to be the fastest bike you're going to get, but perfect for zipping in and out the trees at this lovely, lovely place. So yeah, pretty standard stuff, this bike. 36 volt, 250 watt motor, adequate power, nothing amazingly powerful. Oh, it's nice. Oh, what animal's that? What animal's that behind the bins? A little fox. Oh, look at that, it's a little rabbit, little bunny rabbit. Let's catch the rabbit. Oh, the rabbit's gone. Bye, rabbit. We've got mud guards on this steep descent, so maybe I don't need mud guards. Are these tree hoses? These aren't tree hoses, they look nice though. Only one gear on this bike, so as soon as you get anywhere near 25 kilometers per hour, very hard to help. Seriously, the signs here are rubbish. I don't know which way I'm going. Tell you what though, at this kind of pace, it does feel pretty good. Let's see how it does with this hill. Obviously I'm gonna keep pedaling. Okay, oh, it's a bit of a steep one. Let's see with help how much the motor helps me. I mean, assist free, it's pretty easy. It's all right, not bad.
But how would it do on the hill climb test? Not to worry, we tested it out on Sandy Lane when we returned. As expected, for a proper legal 250 watt bike, it didn't make it all the way up the hill, but it did beat all the other proper legal 250 watt bikes by making it past the park entrance. Don't forget, the Sandy Lane hill climb test is a throttle only hill climb test with no help from the rider. Obviously the T16 doesn't have a throttle, so I had to ghost pedal, but I wasn't helping it at all. Notice the other mini bikes this bike is in direct competition with, the DYU D3F and the Engwe T14, got nowhere near. And when a gang of youths spotted me and started crossing the road to get to me, I decided to see how well it would go up the hill when helping. Luckily, the bike allowed me to make a speedy getaway. However, said youths were only crossing to get into the park to do some fishing.
So I think generally what you need to do with this is just ghost pedal. There's no throttle on it, and then just let it do all the work. Just go along 15 to 16 miles an hour. Nice leisurely ride through the woods. And then when he does start struggling, so we got another hill, a little bit of help from you. This bike's perfect somewhere like this. I definitely don't feel as stupid on it as I could feel. Like, I've got the seat fairly high.
It carried my 100 kilograms around very well indeed, and the adjustability in the bike means it will easily cater for people over 6 foot tall.
Right, we'll go around the main village thingy. You can see the dome. He was laughing at me then. It's because it's when your legs go around fast. Oh, apparently we're going 13 miles an hour, 12. How fast can we go? Come on, come on, speed test. It's all clear. 16, 17, 18. No, 17. 32 kilometers it said. Whew.
One of the nice features of the bike is that although it's a mini bike, the wheels are a decent size. 16 inches in diameter, hence the name, the T16, and 2.15 inches wide. Big enough to get over potholes and bumps, a lot safer than your average e-scooter. It's also a lot more comfortable than most other mini bikes and most e-scooters.
Rear suspension on this, I've got to say, for a small bike, it's a comfy bike. Ah, there we go, there's a lake. It's what we want. Oh. It's cool, isn't it?
The mechanical disc brakes are absolutely fine for the speed of the bike, and they came well adjusted.
Oh, should do a brake test. Don't want to go over the handlebars. I'm just going to go. We're going 25k. There we go. Not too bad. Not too shabby.
And when I didn't want to brake, I always had the nice little bell. Unlike most other mini bikes, it is a bit of a looker. It comes in black and this baby blue colour, and it got its fair share of admiring glances. I also like the way the lights are integrated into the frame. The lights are decently bright too and incorporate a brake light. All in all, it's a nice package, especially for the current price of £549. It's so nice, even my wife was willing to ride it. I think the most surprising thing about the T16 was the power. Even though it's only a 36-volt bike, I found it surprisingly easy to get up all the hills.
Up we go, easy. Along the lake.
Unlike the bikes I usually have, which come with a throttle, I was pedalling everywhere, but it was still a relaxed ride and the pedal assist kicked in pretty fast. The lack of throttle also means you'll be helping out a lot of the time. The bike has 3 power levels. They reckon you'll be able to get 43 miles sticking to assist level 1 and weighing a lot less than me. Based on my usage mainly in pedal assist 3 and going up hills, I'd get about 12 miles. But stick to level 1 and I think their numbers may well be attainable.
That's all right. I'm just a bit unstable, so it's best to wait. Whoa, bit of a wheelie then. Gotta be careful going up there.
And that brings us on to a few negatives. Like most mini bikes, they can be a bit back heavy since you're often sat over the rear wheel. Just be careful if you are able to accelerate fast up a hill. Make sure you lean forward. Speaking of weight, at 25 kilograms, it's pretty heavy for its size. Despite being pretty small, it doesn't fold in the middle, so won't actually go into some boots. I couldn't get it into my Nissan Leaf boot without folding the seats down. However, it does fit nicely behind the front seats, which is how we got it to Centre Parcs. Finally, the bike doesn't have a throttle, which makes it nice and legal in the UK and EU. However, since no one really gets into trouble because of throttles, it would have been nice if one was included in the box. You can easily attach one, and they do sell one on their website for a price. Talking about what comes in the box,
here's a charger that will charge the bike in about 5 to 6 hours. Tools, front reflector, manual, pedals, seat post. One thing I like about this T16 and all smaller bikes is that there's not that much assembly compared to a normal bike. The wheels are already on, the mud guards are already on, so it's just a case of handlebars and saddle and pedals.
Now, we review a lot of e-bikes on the channel, and usually once reviewed I have to move them on, usually by selling them for ridiculously low prices on Facebook Marketplace. However, this one we shall be keeping. Jess really likes it. She loves the way it looks, the comfort from the suspension and the seating position. It's also got a really nice colour screen that makes all the information you need really easy to see. However, in direct sunlight it isn't perfect, but it is still visible. When we go for bike rides, this bike will be hers, and if I'm honest, I may be a little bit jealous. I had a lot of fun on this bike, and for the price, it's an absolute bargain. It's the second Bodywel bike I've tested, the other being the A26. They're both fantastic bikes. The A26 made my best of 2023 list, and that one is a sub £800 full-sized e-bike. Bodywel have absolutely pulled it off again, and I think you'll be seeing the T16 again in the future best of 2024 video. It's a mini bike that feels like a normal bike and doesn't make you feel like a clumsy giant.
So that was the Bodywel T16 from Centre Parcs Whinfell Forest, Cumbria. A very, very decent little bike. I would recommend it. I do like it. If you're interested in it, there are links in the description. There are affiliate links. If you use them, it will help the channel. I'd appreciate it very much as we go down here pretty fast. Whoa. Make sure you use the back brake and not the front brake. If you enjoyed that video, don't forget to hit the like button. But if you didn't, you can use dislike. That's absolutely fine. I feel like I've gone the wrong way. Thank you so much for watching until the end. Until next time, ride safe. Hurrah! And here we are, to the left, to the left. Meow. Ta-da.